Hey. Well, I don't think anybody's here, which is kind of cool. It means we can do anything we want.
Yeah, we won't be spoiled by little things like people's opinions and all that.
People's opinions just really bothers me when people have those. Hate that. Let me see. Yeah, nobody's here. Cool. So we're on our own. Anyway, how did your visit go today?
It was great. I got some good cuddle time with my grandsons, and basically somebody else was supposed to watch the boys while my son worked, and but the person who was going to watch the boys, their husband got sick, and they just don't want to risk spreading anything. Ooh. So I kind of swooped in and watched them. So my son, he works from home, so I could watch the boys for a few hours while he got work done. So that's one good thing about being available and on the job market, I guess, is that I was able to spontaneously dive in like a hero.
Good. That is good. Yeah, I like not being on the job market. It's working out pretty good for me. So, Wooly Ignorant is here. We have one viewer. Thank you, Wooly Ignorant.
I thought of this little lyric from Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads. Look on your screen, because you asked, what are we doing here? And
how did I get here? Right.
Yeah. Well, how did I get here?
Yeah. And who the hell set this stream up? It's, for some reason, they named it 5 things you can do to extend faucet life.
Well, that's actually probably a needed topic and very well timely for a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, there is kind of a story here, but now I feel obligated to give out 5 things to extend your faucet life.
Okay, well, just do it. Like number 1, only use unleaded water.
Unleaded water, that's a good one. Yeah. That'll be the 6th thing.
I think all of our water should be unleaded.
Yeah, well, the first thing
for people's health.
The first thing is never turn the handles on your faucets. Okay. The second thing, don't buy a fucking faucet in the first place. Number 3, never run water. Okay.
I could see sort of where that might be helpful.
Yeah. And number 4, don't use it at all. I mean, don't install it to begin with. Don't install it.
Leave it in the package.
Right, leave it in the package. And number 5, never look at your faucet. So what I like to do is pile up dirty dishes so they're high enough that you never can even see the faucet. So you just leave those dirty dishes in there piled up.
So, there's a possibility that I'm right now following that bit of advice. Not saying for sure, because right now I can't see into the kitchen, but I'm thinking that I've just stumbled on that one.
The whole time I was working a contract, I'd be, oh my God, I just wish I didn't have to work every day so I could get all this stuff done around the house, right?
Yeah.
And then when I get laid off, I didn't do any of those things. I just sat there.
Yeah.
Like I was stunned to have all this time on my hand. I was just too stunned to even begin to comprehend that I had all this time on my hands. It's like, what am I going to do?
What am I going to do with myself?
Yeah, shit would pile up even worse, including the dishes. So, goddamn, I had an experience yesterday, and I'm reluctant to talk about it.
Well, that's going to make this a very long and very quiet live stream.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's have a moment of silence. Okay. That's over now.
Okay.
Done with that shit. Okay. So there's like, you know what? When Rebecca starts reading a quote, or Sal reads a quote, or any of those jokers read a quote, I type in that exact. They never give you the source, right? So I
Right.
type in that exact quote. Like Rebecca quoted an open letter to the scientific community, okay, which was apparently published in something called plasmauniverse.com, or let's say the New Scientist. It was published in the New Scientist, right? And the first hit I get is to a creationist website with that name.
Oh, I wonder.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing. I noticed that was Sal, and I guess under Sal's tutelage, Rebecca's extending that. Whenever they quote somebody, they always take them out of context,
yep.
misapply what they're saying, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's where it came from. Secular scientists blast the Big Bang. What now for naive apologetics? But anyway, this is real telling. But then if you go down here, I think at the end, I think I had to search more in order to actually find it. They have science, a reality check. And then eventually I found it on this plasmauniverse.com, which I think is an alternate theory. and they have the whole quote here. Okay, basically.
That was that Eric Lerner quote she did.
Was it Eric Lerner? No, I don't think it was Eric Lerner. Maybe it was Eric Lerner that started this thing. Let's see. Originally, who the hell wrote it? References: Bucking the Big Bang, New Scientist. Let me go check that out. See where this came from. Oh fuck yeah, it's by Eric Lerner. Yeah, and so Eric Lerner. Let's go check him out. I don't know what his issue is. Is he a creationist or what is it? There's nothing there. There's nothing there except his name and a advertisement for what the fuck are those? Who would ever wear something like those? Are like cargo pants shorts, right?
Yeah, cargo shorts.
No. Nope. Not doing that. Nope. So here it is, the New Scientist, the Big Bang. And so he's going on about, well, his point, which is a really good one, is that no one should ever be like denied in academia for having a theory that's a little bit off the trodden path, right? And that's the case he's making here. But I guess if you don't buy into the Big Bang, but the thing is, if you've got an alternative theory, unless you're Roger Penrose, and Roger Penrose has one, you're not going to, people are going to look at you, they're going to give you a long look, and they're going to look carefully at you. And you're going to have to produce some really good arguments for why you have a theory that is pretty much pushes it back against the consensus, right? Peter W.'s kitchen faucet's making a whistling noise. Oh, hang on a second, Scott. I'll be right back.
Sure thing. Well, thanks for the clothing tip, Russell. It's good to have you. I don't think we've had you here in our side chat before, so welcome. And Peter W., you're just going to have to move out. If your kitchen faucet is making a whistling sound, I think your house is about to explode. You have to go.
Yeah, that's a leak, basically, and that leak is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until your house explodes.
You should run out immediately, find the nearest ditch or depression in the ground, and just jump face first in it.
Yeah, but Russ, come on, cargo shorts, really? What about you? I understand your point, Russ. Anyway, but you don't have to wear shorts. Never wear shorts. Nobody wants to see your fucking legs ever. It's just like, oh, big hairy legs, bony, knobby, hairy legs. Nobody wants to see that shit. So don't wear shorts, kids. Oh, yeah. We have to put out a disclaimer about the MDMA ecstasy thing that Leo was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. I'll let you handle that.
Yeah. Okay. So MDMA is kind of a combination of crystal meth and a psychedelic. It affects your serotonin receptors, but it also affects your adrenergic and dopamine receptors. And so it gives you a speed high along with an incredible serotonin, I love everybody kind of high right at the same time, which makes it like doubly fucking bad. Doubly the possible. I think the psychedelic part will keep you from real strong psychological addiction. Nevertheless, a lot of people crash when they take ecstasy, whereas they wouldn't crash with like LSD or psilocybin, that sort of thing. And the crash is because your dopamine receptors, that speed effect lasts for 4 hours, and you think you're on top of the world. You think you're Superman. And Leo, for some reason, went to you can get all the chicks you want. It's like, come on, Leo. No, you can't. No, because the girl has say in this too, right? I mean, she may not be responding to your speed rapping exceptionalism or whatever the hell it is. But anyway, after 4 hours, you totally run out of neurotransmitters and you crash. You just totally fucking crash. And yeah, Russ, your girlfriend, she probably likes looking at your legs, but Russ, we don't. We've seen your legs, Russ. Russ is a friend of mine, by the way. Anyway, good friend.
Oh, I was wondering.
Yeah. Long time friend. Knew him since he was
great.
like 11, something like that. Yep. Anyway, so he's my adopted son. So
well, that's beautiful.
Yep. Anyway,
Russ, you need to get out of that relationship right away.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So the thing is that speed feeling, that fucking, on top of the world feeling, it's just your receptors misfiring. And you will talk, like we recorded some of our speed rap sessions, and we were just talking shit the whole time. And it just wasn't, granted, the best, a lot of our creativity came out, but after 4 hours, we were like, oh my God, what the fuck happened to me? I just want to die. I'm just like, and then you're like, oh, well, I'll do some more of that stuff. And then some more and some more and some more. And pretty soon you're living behind a dumpster, your fucking teeth are falling out. You look like shit. You've lost 40 pounds. Everybody in your life has left you. I mean, it's just, don't fucking do those drugs. Never do a stimulant like drug.
And that's what we're saying. Don't do drugs illegally. And if you find them to be making your life unmanageable, please get help. Please find a therapist, a treatment center, a 12-step group or something to get away from anything that's trapping your life.
Okay, I want to push back on that a little bit. Okay, you can't just say drugs. Don't do uppers. Don't do heroin. Don't do, fucking oxy. Don't do the bad drugs, right? There are some drugs that still aren't legal that basically you can do if you know what the fuck you're doing. So anyway. Did I go too far?
Well, if we were trying to do any kind of disclaimers, you just shot it all to hell, but that's okay. It's your channel.
No, I didn't. No, I said, don't do ecstasy. Don't do fucking meth. Don't do the fucking drugs that are, that we know are bad for you. But, like, don't do drugs. What? I'm not supposed to take aspirin when I have a fever?
When you, well, no, I said don't do any illegal drugs, for one thing.
Aspirin should be illegal.
Fuck. It should, well, because it screws up your stomach and gives kids Rise syndrome? Is that what it's called?
That's Tylenol, isn't it? That does that?
No, I think it's
no, that's aspirin. That's aspirin. That's right. Yeah. It's only when you're little, when you're a little top. Okay, so we have Bucking the Big Bang, and then we have Science and Reality Check. What?
Just bucking. It's an odd word. So I went buck, 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 because I've been doing chicken sounds all day anyway with my grandson. So,
oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, they tend to get you down there on the floor with them, down to their level.
They do. They do.
And you start talking like them and Googling and doing all kinds of weird shit.
Well,
and then and then you can't stand up, right? When you're a grandpa, then you can't stand up again.
Oh yeah.
So so it's almost like you have to learn to walk all over again.
You know, and I really rue the day that they're going to find out about duct tape, because I already know about Laurie Hayes' granddaughter and their relationship with duct tape.
Yeah.
But KCA Randy, welcome aboard, and he's letting us now have a he's showing us his opinion about the drug situations. So
yeah, opioids, real problem. Those are physically addictive as well as psychologically addictive. That can be a problem, and yeah, it hammers your life. So I agree with that.
Yeah, whoever created the opioids were like a caricature of a Bond villain, not just a Bond villain, but a distorted, extreme version of a Bond villain. Because you get them addicted, so they're finding all sorts of ways to try to buy the opioids.
So creation.com, science a reality check. Science is not so much concerned with truth as it is with consensus. Bullshit. What counts as truth is what scientists can agree to count as truth at a particular moment in time. Scientists are not really receptive or open-minded to any sorts of criticism or any sorts of claims that are actually are attacking some of the established parts of research, traditional paradigm. In this case, neo-Darwinism. So it's very difficult for people who are pushing claims that contradict the paradigm to get a hearing. They'll find it difficult to get research grants. They'll find it hard to get their research published. They will in fact find it very hard. Well, why is that? So if I get an idea that I'm going to create a two-wheeled car that runs on popcorn, should people just fall all over me and give me research money immediately without thinking over? Because obviously that's pushing back against the paradigm, right? So, I mean, do you think it would be appropriate for me to go in to a board appeal to a board for research money when alongside me we have 5 people who are talking about just regular cars and improvements in the basically fuel system or whatever? Should I get the money right away, or should I be looked at with some scrutiny? I mean, come on, runs on popcorn, has 2 wheels.
Excuse me, I couldn't get the mute button in time.
Wow, that was good.
Oh boy, there I go again.
Yeah, now you're gonna sneeze for about 5 minutes, Scott.
That's what happens when it suddenly turns 80 degrees in March.
Trust me. Yeah, the spores are out. The mushroom spores are out. The cordyceps are getting you. But anyway, there's a reason why it's hard to find research for ideas that attempt to overturn everything, the consensus. I mean, it's just what humans do. I mean, if you go to your spouse and you say, "Oh, well, I want to build an addition onto the house, and I kind of want it to look like a train car, and I would like to put an engine in it." I mean, she's gonna look at you like, "Come on, dude! Like, you're going against the paradigm here. Talk to me about building another bedroom. We might have something, but I mean, I'm not going to do something crazy." So I mean, it's just normal human behavior to push back on people that have very radical ideas until they've done the fucking work to support their ideas. Yeah. And these people need to quit whining about, "Oh, you can't get published if you have a strange idea." Well, yeah, there's a reason for that. It's called peer review. Science is carefully metered and filtered. And the careful metering and filters filtering allows us to trust it, right? You can't just think up some crazy fucking new drug and put it on the market. You have to go through a procedure in order to get the consensus to look at it and agree with you. You change the consensus, like erosion changes a rock. It's very slow. Fuck, we can't just go nuts. So anyway, these guys are complaining about bullshit. And what they're really complaining about is that we don't use the Bible to teach science.
Yeah.
That's really what they're complaining about. Let me see if I can do this on YouTube. A YouTube setting, that might work better. Yeah, that works better. Okay, it's amazing to see how many Christian leaders have not merely tolerated the Big Bang idea, but embraced it wholeheartedly. To hear their pronouncements, believers would welcome it as a major plank in our defense of the faith. At last, we can use science to prove there's a creator of the universe. However, now this is the real reason why they don't like the Big Bang. This is why Sel and Rebecca are so bent out of shape about this stuff. The price of succumbing to the lure of secular acceptability, at least in physics and astronomy, has been heavy. We have long warned that adopting the Big Bang into Christian thought is like bringing the wooden horse within the walls of Troy. This is
talk about a little overdramatic.
Yeah, exactly. The Big Bang forces acceptance of a sequence of events totally incompatible with the Bible. Earth after the sun, instead of Earth before the sun. See two worldviews in conflict, and how could the days of Genesis 1 be literal if the sun wasn't created until the fourth day? That's it. That's why they have a problem with the Big Bang. That's why Rebecca and Sel are trying to fucking get rid of the Big Bang.
Because nobody subscribes to the stories they take literally.
So, the Earth could have been created first, but it would have been snowball Earth, right?
Yeah.
Without the sun. Oh, shit. Talk about your literal interpretation. And this, like, did you see Joel Duff's 1,000 subscriber thing?
Yes, I did. I thought he did a great job of communicating his experience and his concern about creationism.
And I wonder if he ever found a church that accepted him without fucking with him, without messing with him.
He currently teaches Sunday school, but I don't know if it's with a church but he calls it Sunday school, and that's usually associated with a church. So
yeah, so I hope he found a church that quit messing with him just because he's an old Earth. Creation, right. Anyway, I thought that was a really good piece. That was very personal, very real. It was kind of amazing what they did to him at that dinner, where he ended up like losing 4 weeks of work over it and getting sick, and really upset him.
Well, that's because you grow up, you read the Bible, you live the best life, most obedient life you can with what you know, and he sounds like a sensitive guy who takes it seriously, and then some dipshit just turns around and says, "Are you on God's side?" Implying that he's the one that's on God's side, and doesn't need to ask the question of himself. Yeah. It's boundaries get crossed and crushed in these fundamentalist churches. And I'm sorry if you're taking Genesis literally. If you're thinking about 6 or 7 literal days, or even days equal 1,000 years, so therefore it's a long period of time, you're a fundamentalist. Because you're trying to twist the Bible to make it seem literal, and so you had a mental midget questioning the character of an intellectual heavyweight, and questioning his character as well. So it's just shitty. I feel for the guy having to go through that. Nobody should have to. That's the problem with fundamentalism is it doesn't respect boundaries. It doesn't respect people. It's not in any way upholding the dignity of people. You're just protecting the ego of some um, um, personality in the cult.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that. There's this like fucking paternal hierarchy in the church where you have the elders and you get called in front of the elders if you step out of line. And that's just that goes to the whole Puritan American Western church thing that started up 300 years ago, right? Where this deal about, if you got damned or excommunicated, or the church was like this powerful organization that could really screw your life up.
Yeah.
If you went against it. Okay. And now compare that to what they said about academia, which doesn't allow people to go out of the color, out of the lines, right? So, I mean, why are they complaining about academia doing it when they do it 100 times more powerfully? And they don't just not grant you a research money. They basically destroy you socially and sometimes separate you from your family. I mean, they go way overboard.
Yeah.
Just because your idea doesn't agree with the sun being created after the earth. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Which is a lunatic, stupid idea.
Yeah. So
now that we know better, there was a point in time where maybe we didn't know better, and so we would believe such a thing. But the time has long passed.
I was telling Siri to shut up. Deconverted Man, do you have a link to that Arn Ra school board meeting? I really want to watch it, even though I'll probably bail after 5 minutes too. But please put a link up.
I just wish that guy who goes around to all these school board meetings and conventions, for comedy's sake, was there. That would have made it perfect, doing his comedy bit. Oh, I don't know if you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Oh, there's a guy that goes around, like, went to the sort of NRA convention, in the last couple of years, and just basically used all their arguments against them. He pretended to be deadpan serious, but everything he said was just so stupid it was funny. And he seems to be just making a career of doing that.
Oh boy, I gotta link this.
I don't know if anybody else knows who I'm talking about. I wish I knew the name.
Yeah, I wish you could find that. I want to put a link.
I will one of these days.
Putting a link in the description here, and I gotta link some other stuff too. After school Satan sounds good.
I just ran the straw, the paper that goes around like a straw from Sonic, through my mouthpiece, and what came out was so disgusting.
Oh no!
And the thing is, I brush my teeth before every practice session, and it still's that yucky. Yeah,
bacteria, they grow.
Tell you what.
Okay, item 2, the Big Bang's billions of years of astronomical evolution are not only based on naturalistic assumptions, they are contrary to the words of Jesus himself, who said people were there from the beginning, not towards the end of an interminably long creation process. Mark 10:6. See Jesus and the Age of the World. Oh man, that Jesus dude was... he was pretty serious about this.
I really wish Jesus had spent his time like declaring the formula for penicillin or even more effective natural antibiotics than worrying about the age of the earth.
Right.
I would accept a young age for the earth if we could have had, cures for major illnesses long before science came along.
We should make a game out of who can watch that video the longest.
Yeah,
I'll have to
like
read. Yeah.
eat a bunch of hamburgers and hot dogs or whatever before watching it, and see who can keep their stomach contents the longest.
Yep. Okay, item number 3, the slow evolution of the stars, then solar system and planets, including Earth, in Big Bang thinking means that the Big Bang Christians, wow, I met one of those at a party once, are invariably dragged into accepting geological evolution. Millions of years for the Earth's fossil-bearing rocks to be laid down. So they end up denying the global flood and accepting death, bloodshed, and disease as seen in the fossils before Adam. I have a little more to say. This removes the fall and the curse on creation from any effect on the real world, as well as removing the biblical answer Christians have always had to the problem of suffering and evil. God made a perfect world ruined by sin. Oh no. And then the real reason, marrying one's theology to today's science means that one is likely to be widowed tomorrow. So if you are a fundamentalist young earth creationist, you can't afford to look at science or you're going to become an atheist, is what they're saying. So here's the solution, you fucking idiots. Stop reading the goddamn Genesis part of the Bible like it's a literal science book, and stop teaching that to your children. And then when they get into college and they learn a little bit of science, they won't have to change their entire worldview. They can be Christians for their entire life without ever fundamentally believing in this bullshit. You are the ones that are pushing people out of the church, not naturalists, not scientists, not science, not the modern world. It's you fuckers that are causing your decline in ranks over time because you're believing bullshit and you're putting out bullshit. Stop it. These guys are the worst thing that's ever happened to Christianity. Right?
I agree. They represent the worst of it.
They do. They make it look stupid. They deny science, and when they deny science, they've got to deny vaccines, and they got to deny everything else.
And they got to take over the government and all that.
Take over the government, like Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to do. So
make Donald Trump practically the Pope.
So I wonder if Russ is still here. So Russ is,
I haven't heard from him in a few minutes, but he just may still be here. You never know.
He might be. I don't know.
Is Russ is he a YEC?
He's no, he's a Republican though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a Christian.
I'm not against conservatism. I'm against fascism and racism.
Well, anyway, if Marjorie Taylor Greene gets her way, then because Minnesota's a blue state, Russ won't be able to vote because he's a Republican. So, like, her point is that you only want, you want to divide us by Republicans and Democrats, and if you live in a Republican state, you can't vote for at least 5 years until you turn Republican, and then maybe you can vote. So, I mean, how would that work? So they'd have to break the Republican into two parties so they could have two people running against each other. So there'd be like Republican A and Republican B. I don't know.
Yeah, the Marjorie, I think, was just mad that somebody talked mean to him in a restaurant, and so she said, "I want all you Republican or all you Democrats to go away," and that was her.
Yeah.
I may have the timeline mixed up, but that's a good enough story for me.
Yep. Well, let's see what else we got here. In fact, the signs are strong that exactly that is happening, and that those who have bought the Big Bang for its allegedly irrefutable science have been sold a pup. Sold a pup? Have you ever heard of that expression? People buy pups all the time. I don't know. What is it? Okay, a bombshell open letter to the scientific community by 33 leading scientists signed it. Eric Lerner wrote it. Only one scientist wrote it. So it's by one person, learner. And he's got his own fucking issues. Anyway, they go on and then they start to reference that thing, right? The dissidents say that there are other explanations of cosmology that do make some successful predictions. Anyway, so I'll link this for anybody who wants to look at this piece of shit. But this is where Erica got her information from, and this is where they start. All linked.
You said Erica got her information from here?
Or not?
Rebecca.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I am so sorry, Erica.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to send her a donation to her channel.
Oh God, I guess so. Yeah.
For that infringement.
Yep. Are you a lot louder than me, or am I coming in real loud for you too?
I don't really consider you that loud. I might be loud.
Okay, I don't know.
I'll have to ask Brian and Benghazi and those others.
Are we even in our volume? So,
according to the little sliding thing, we are.
That's why so many yuckers homeschool, so kids don't get exposed to how to think until indoctrination has damaged the brain plasticity, and they quit questioning. And then you've got it for the rest of your life. The problem. Anyway, what else did I have? Not sure what else I have. An open letter, Bucking the Big Bang, Eric Lerner. Who the hell's Eric Lerner anyway?
I thought you knew him or knew of him.
Well, yeah, I know a little about him, but I forgot.
Well, let's see. I happen to have a Google open.
I got him on the wiki.
I'm in an open Google. Okay, well, what's it say about him?
Well, oh my God, he kind of looks like Frankenstein. Oh. There he is. Okay. Born in 1947. Oh, God, he's a boomer. Is an American popular science writer and independent plasma researcher. Researched his BA in physics and at Columbia, started as a graduate student in physics at University of Maryland, but left after a year due to his dissatisfaction with the mathematical rather than the experimental approach there. He then pursued so he's a popular science writer. He's not even working in the field.
Yeah, he's into some sort of fusion energy scheme.
Started studying plasma phenomena and laboratory fusion devices, performed experimental work on a machine called dense plasma focus. Let's say they funded mainstream as well as alternative pros. Okay, so he started working on fusion. So he got funded, received funding for continued research. The Big Bang Never Happened is his book. Startling refutation of the dominant theory. So if it wasn't the Big Bang, then what explains it? So probably have to look at that book. But anyway, that's who he is. Lerner's ideas have been rejected by mainstream physicists and cosmologists. God damn those people. They just won't listen to a young startup like Eric.
I tell you what explains it.
God does, yeah. Oh, yeah. So Ian Chen is going to debate Mr. Hovind. Round 2, Rocky Kent Hovind, is scheduled for April 5th, 8 p.m. Central Eastern. Hope to see you all there. Yes, we have to talk about that.
Anyway. I always think of, is it Arlo Guthrie or his, I forget which one the son is, from Alice's Restaurant, talking
Woody's
about.
The dad.
Yeah, Woody's the dad. Yeah, so Arlo Guthrie, because, they're talking about mother rapist and father rapist and blah, blah, blah.
Sitting on the bench there.
Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of Kent Hovind, is that little passage.
That's pretty good.
Well, look who we have in our side chat. We have Snake was right.
Hey, Snake.
It's been forever since I've seen Snake.
It has been forever.
I'm glad y'all started up with your debates and stuff again. Those were quite a treat, and I love the way y'all would rate debates and score them.
Yeah,
and
have they done any recently?
The person that loses would talk shit about your scoring method.
Have they done any lately? I haven't seen any.
I've seen them involved in debates, but I haven't seen them actually moderate and rate a debate.
Debate Cafe, right? That's the one.
Yeah, Debate Cafe, and so sometimes it's just on Snake Was Right's channel.
Oh, Debate Cafe, there it is. Let's go see what they're doing. See if they've done anything. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
3 months ago was the one before that, but let me see. Live. Okay, live 2 days ago, 3 months ago. So 2 days ago, Flat Earth Evolution open mic with Nathan and Pitch Lumen or something of that nature. But yeah, do more, Snake. Starting back up.
I really want those debates to be hosted again, because they're just so much fun to watch and anticipate what the score is going to be and things like that.
Oh no! Don't tip your cards, Ian.
Yeah,
Ken won't show up. You don't want to see. You don't want to. Well, okay, we're hoping for a rage quit with with Nephilim, where he didn't even say anything. He just quit immediately. He didn't say one word. He just quit. Right? That was pretty epic. Anyway. Okay. So what else, Scott?
Well, you want to get some people in here and just have a general chat, and if there's any more MDMA talk or advocacy, we just need to shoot in the head real quick.
Yeah, should I talk about what happened to me yesterday? Something happened that was pretty big.
Something happened, guys. It was big. Yeah. It was the biggest.
It was the biggest.
Bigger than us all put together. Okay, the link's out there. If anybody would like to come in and just say hey and shoot the caca, shall we say, then that would be great. Oh, we have Deconverted Man coming in.
Hey,
sir. Hello. How are you?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
It is. It is going. Don't know how. Never do.
Ah, this is a different thing. How do I want to put a picture in here.
Oh no!
How do I do that?
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
What's that button do? I don't know what this button does. What's this do? No, that's not it. Okay, I'll figure this out. Hold on. No, it'll be worth it. I swear. It's nothing bad. You'll like it. I would never do anything bad to your face.
Well, thank you.
If I'm gonna do something terrible to you, it's gonna be behind your back. Let's see, share screen. I mean, I guess I could do that, and then I could do this. Okay, let's see if that works. Shall we?
Oh, that works.
Does that work? Yeah.
That works. Wait a minute. What is that? What is that? That's not...
Yeah. Is it? Huh?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Big Bang thinking, oh, no.
Is this going to be like an infinite regress? It is. No, it ain't.
Huh.
It's more like the infinite regrets.
Infinite regrets.
All right, hold on. Maybe if I do the right thing. Here we go. Okay. All right.
The right thing.
Yeah, maybe that should work. There you go. Big Bang thinking. Oh, no.
Big Bang Christians.
Oh, that Big Bang thinking. Oh, it'll hurt my head. I can't believe that the earth was made first, formless and void, and then there was waters, and then God, the Spirit, hovered.
That's the worst Hovind impersonation I've ever heard.
Oh, okay. Now listen here. Okay,
No,
now we've
still
got all
not
these
getting
atheists here.
I'll give you so
Okay.
much shit for this. Sucking ass. So much
All
sucking
right.
ass.
We got a goddamn Joe here.
I gotta bonk this here atheist here. Okay. Yeah, the Big Bang
Oh, put up your
thinking
dukes.
going on.
Put up your
You know,
dukes there, atheist. No.
you got that them there Big Bang thinking. Yeah,
Is this where you
that's
start? Is this where you're thumbing your nose and you're like dancing and doing the shuffle?
yeah. He never read the Bible. That's the problem there. I gotta give him a bonk. You know, he's like that SpongeBob.
It was my bread and butter growing up, son. My
Yeah.
bread and butter growing up.
I can. The only Big Bang I know of him with my wife. She talked back to me. I uplifted her into the air and I big banged her onto the table there. Okay. I mean, I never did that.
I got 2 words for a big bang with my wife. 2 phrases. It's either watch out for this big bang or watch out what this squirrel's going to give you.
You know that. You know why she got 2 black eyes? She didn't listen the first time. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
My work here is done. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put that.
Do you got the person that you befriended in jail who was a convicted child molester in a gimp suit tied to a freaking leash?
Oh yeah, of course. He's in the basement. we put the them there
With a
atheists
ball
we
gag?
capture. We put the atheist down there with him.
No, he uses a bit when he wants to be nice. He uses the ball gag when he's been bad.
Oh yeah.
My name is Hovind because I suck.
Alvin sounds a lot like Hoover, doesn't it? They both suck.
Yeah. It sucks. Just and speaking about suck, that evolution there, that you gotta look at the DNA and you can see how it's created because it's
I don't think we
code.
should be promoting this behavior in any way, shape, or form, especially on Speed's channel.
It's code. Look at the code. And it's so amazing. Only an intelligent designer.
You don't sound like Kent Hovind. You sound like James is tired.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking like anymore.
James is tired than Matt yesterday.
Now he sounds like Mr. Haney from Green Acres.
Well, no, this is what Hovind's going to sound like in 10 years. So.
Big Bang
is he okay?
dangerous as you. What if Yoda was a creationist?
Okay,
6,000 years is age of Earth.
How you just sound like that guy from the guy that does the voices for those Hicks and freaking Disney movies.
Like, oh my god, you can't sound like anybody. What's wrong with you?
Oh shit!
That's not good either. That's a little too exaggerated.
No, that was pretty good actually.
Oh my god, like.
If you're trying to be effeminate, it's got to be more subtle to be believable. That's a little bit over the top.
Hey, has anyone seen Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 2?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
I like it.
No.
Terrible state of affairs.
What was
he did the Romanovs, and they were like Anastasia was like a valley girl, and she had doing a YouTube site.
But then, like Abraham Lincoln, like he bonks his head on a light that they wouldn't have in those times. Oh, because he's tall. That's the joke. Is like he's tall.
Yeah, but I like the Romanov one. But yeah, and then Abe Lincoln says that's the worst thing that's going to happen to my head this year.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I'm like, and I'm like, too soon.
Headshot joke.
But anyway, okay, so Anastasia was like doing a YouTube site on how to put makeup on your face so that you look like you were getting enough food for the Russian populace, right? Yeah, right before the revolution.
I don't know. I didn't like it. Yeah, taste differs. It's okay.
Taste differs, yes.
My 0-star review will be negated by your
Ken Hovind doesn't believe with his eyes. He believes with his tongue. We walk by taste, not by sight.
Yeah, well, after listening, Brian, if he didn't know me better, I was going mad. Well, yeah, after listening to 20 minutes of that assembly there, oh man, I mean, it's just, these people are insane, but you don't know, like, until they are talking.
You're starting to sound like the Darth video I just watched, where he was bad-mouthing atheists. These people are fucking deranged. They're fucking insane. What's wrong with them?
Talking to a school board like, hey, everybody that's a strong-willed Christian, stand up with me. I rebuke you, demons. And it's like, fuck.
That unholy bitch, Mary.
It's painful. Like, these are grown adults who believe in fairy tales, like on display though.
If I ever see you hanging around like splashing people with water and saying I rebuke you in the name of Christ, come to find out you're just getting holy water from your tap, I'm gonna be like, man, you fucking poser.
Yeah.
You take the time to get it consecrated by a priest. What's wrong with you?
They just need to save time and just bless the whole ocean.
Bless
this ocean. There, all the water is now holy. All right.
Well, that raises the question with me is I've never heard it addressed. Can holy water be salty?
It's got to have just the right amount of tears. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if holy water can be salty, but there was a salty liquid that was holy to create Jesus and Mary. And okay. Yeah, that was. You
mean the one that's predominantly made up of vitamin C and zinc and other base amino acids and shit?
Yeah.
You talking about spunk, sir? Are you talking about spunk?
I could be talking about anything. I don't know at this point. All right, yeah, play that, and then I can rage quit as people are stupid in this hearing. Oh my, just.
Yeah. I think Deconverted Man has lost his mind. He's been watching too many Ken Hovind videos.
I watched this, and it destroyed me. I couldn't do it.
I know you can't even get out of that bad impersonation that you're doing. What's wrong with you?
What are you talking about? I'm not doing an impersonation anymore.
Yeah,
I can't tell anymore.
Why don't you go get Dave for us? Okay, let's listen to this one person. See what she says. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna play this.
Lobster, give me strength.
Okay.
Club say that it's not a club that worships Satan, but it promotes science, arts, crafts, and compassion. Having been a teacher for almost 25 years, I know that science, arts, crafts, and compassion are already taught daily in the classroom. Another member of the Satanic Temple said that it's a fun, safe place where they can learn about the natural world. Well, that is also provided as well at school during the day, at recess time on the playground.
What?
It's also stated don't teach indoctrination or offer religious opinions. But why then is it called the Satan Club?
What are we listening to?
I don't really know. Something about the Satanic Club. Somebody wanted to start a Satanic Club at a school. Is that the?
Okay,
premise?
So yeah, the Aaron did a video with the interview about the one guy that shows up later in this board meeting as a rockin' beard that looks. I mean, he kind of looks like, the classic Lucifer, with the beard. But anyways, so this whole thing was the Good News Club was started at this school. And they're just a club that basically teaches about Christianity. And, they were paying for it or whatever. The school wasn't paying for it, but the school was providing their, area, their classrooms or whatever. Auditorium or what have you. And so then the Satanic Temple got wind of it. It was like, oh, you're doing religion and we get to do that too. We're gonna do the Satan Club. And that of course made all these, there he is, that guy, that made all the that's the guy, looks like Lucifer, classic Lucifer. But
Okay.
Unless you put a ball cap, like a John Deere ball cap on him, and just have him wear flannel or something, then he's just a Texan.
But I'm just But the beard is, like it's that classic Lucifer beard. But anyways, so that they fought against it and lost, and so the club was allowed to be, and then a death threat was sent in, a bomb threat by quote Muslims end quote, because I'm totally sure that the Muslims did that.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, they're threatening stuff, and all this violence is coming because of the Satanic club, and it's Satan, the father of lies. What did you expect to happen allowing this terrible thing? And then like that first gal, like, oh, we already do all this stuff. They don't need to do it. We're already doing it. Okay, well then the other club, what are they doing? Well, they're teaching about Christ, which we don't do during school time. So therefore we need that other club, right? Like they never make a positive case for why the one club should stay and that one should go. They only make a negative case against the Satanic club without anything of substance other than devil bad. Rah! Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll stick that in the description as well. So, anyway, what else is happening?
Yeah, so that's a thing, and all these people are like, "Oh no, the Satan is bad," and they're crying about it and rebuking devils during. They're talking to the school board, and they're taking
not
the
even
time to pray. Like the one gal stands up there and prays. It's like, what the just anyway.
And they're not even understanding what happened here. If they had not done the Christian bullshit in school,
yeah, right. Well, they don't
have to do this, right?
They don't get that they're being trolled. Like that's the whole reason they named
Right.
themselves the Satanic Temple, was just to troll primarily Christians, but it can get under the skin of other other things too, I guess. But if you do a Christian club, we get to do a Satan club, and it's either all or none. And so, we're gonna have to cancel these after school things. Yeah, if they contain religion, maybe that's the way to go, or you're gonna have to live with it. And I think one person was maybe a theist that came up there and said, "Look, I don't agree with them, but that's the Constitution. If we have this, we have to allow them." And it's like, wow, reasonable. And and here's that guy, he's part of the American Atheist Association and the Satanic Temple, the guy that's on screen now, and he's reasonable. Like the only reasonable people are the ones that the Christians that are going up there. I don't even want to call them Christians. I mean, like, just morons. I don't know. This isn't. When I was a Christian, I wasn't that version of Christian.
Just call them fundamentalists.
Yeah, fundamentalists, fundies.
I like to call them Texans. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, this isn't in Texas.
Well,
this is in Tennessee.
I don't agree with them, but that describes more of them than me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at any rate, so they're crying
Did we
about
piss
it.
off Jay, or
It's amazing to see it in
yeah, where did Jay go? Jay.
Man, good times. Oh, thanks, Randy. Or Randolph.
Oh, I didn't pin the link, Scott. God damn it.
I can't say his name.
Let's see, where did I put it out? Oh shit! Where's the link, Scott?
All right, I gotta go though. Thanks, guys. Bye. I wanted to share my picture and then complain about that video. So
I put links. I put links to your channel and one of your videos.
I appreciate it.
In the description.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do a thing. Whenever.
Okay.
I don't know. All right. Bye, everybody.
Later.
Yeah. Big Bang thinking. Oh no!
Shit. Okay, so that is the link, Scott.
That is the link.
I could have got the link in another manner, if I knew what I was doing. But anyway, okay, well, I don't know. So I've been doing this thing where I'm basically, I think I would call it integrating my entire life into my present. And I think that thing is what psychotherapists strive to do, right? Reintegrate your life
Are you
into
talking
your
about
present.
like multiple personalities?
No,
Integrate all the
well, yeah,
personalities into one?
we all have multiple personalities running around inside of our head. They're narratives, right?
Yeah.
And it's amazing, but I've been able to reach back into early childhood and my teen years and find pieces of myself and integrate them into what's happening now and take another look at them and to be able to see where they are changing my current behavior, right? To see where I'm still running under some of the narratives from the past. And I think from a Buddhist point of view, that would become breaking the karmic wheel. That would be breaking out of the karmic wheel and stuff. And it's been an amazing experience. And I'm working with a therapist who kind of knows what he's doing. And it has been pretty intense. And yesterday I had like a pretty significant experience. And I don't know. I'm, I feel like I'm in pieces today, but they're all just really good pieces.
Which is like good pieces all over the place.
Yeah, there's good pieces laying all over the place. And I'm thinking, how do I want to put this thing back together?
Well, has Snack been like batting them across the room and stuff?
He has. Oh my God, Snack and the fishing lure. I've got to video this. I got to get my son to help me video Snack playing with the fishing lure because it is fucking incredible.
That sounds priceless. That could
Yeah,
go
but
viral.
I gotta vacuum my room first before I dare put a video up.
Yeah.
And I hate to vacuum because it upsets the kitties.
It's true. You're gonna have to feed them some sort of kitty tranquilizer.
Yeah. Snack is outside playing in the snow right now. Fucking crazy kitty.
So was he scared of snow at first, or did he just go all in?
Nope. He was just like totally fascinated, and he jumped right into it. And then he okay, and then he started, thinking about his choices. After he was belly deep in the snow, he did sit there and look like he was thinking about the choices he made in life. But then he started romping around in it, and he's been out there running around in the snow since. He's a snow leopard.
There you go. Preserving the snow leopard.
Well, as far as Snack knows, the world is going to be this way forever because he's a kitten, right? He had summer. Yeah. He saw summer, and then it got snowy, and it's like, oh, fuck, the world changed. It's going to be like this forever. So I can't wait until spring when he realizes that, there are going to be things out in the yard flying around, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.
Raccoons he's going to have to chase.
Yeah, I'm not going to feed the raccoons anymore.
But don't you think they'll still come around, just like they've been doing it for generations?
Well, they have been, but now there's only one pack of them that's coming around, and I just can't do it anymore. They're getting too aggressive, and they're breaking into the cat fence, and it breaks my heart to do this. But having 40 raccoons in the backyard, and every one of them is a mechanical genius, and I've got a fence around for my kitties, and they are fucking that fence up. I mean, they're just too much. So
I think if I knew there was a nest or a group, I don't know what you call a group of raccoons, but if there was one around, rather than feeding them, I would do like those professional photojournalists do and hide cameras in strategic places and just kind of observe them, unbeknownst to them, rather than feeding them. Maybe leave treats like way up there. But then they'd figure out who's bringing them and where from. So I don't know.
Okay, they call a group of raccoons a gaze or a nursery.
Nursery, I can
Gays.
understand. Gays, I don't know why do they come up with that.
I don't know.
Is there like I imagine like in Britain, maybe at the British Museum, there's just a reading room or drawing room full of drunk English men coming up with funky, weird names for different groups of animals.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of weird. Trash pandas. Yeah, they call them trash pandas. And they call squirrels tree rats. But I think I'm going to start feeding the squirrels, which means I'm going to put food out during the day. And if there's one raccoon that really is attached to me, and I think that raccoon and her pups come earlier in the day, I may end up feeding that one a little bit. But I don't know. I got to be careful. I just have to make adjustments. There's a reason why it's illegal to feed the raccoons in the city I live in.
Otangelo is sharing his bullshit thoughts about atheism on Twitter.
Oh my.
Let me share this screen if I can figure out how to do that on this platform. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, where'd that come from? All right.
Okay, I wonder if just recently? I wonder if I don't know, I think I'm following
10 hours ago, but it got pushed up by the Twitter gods.
What is his handle on Twitter?
Otangelo G.
Let's see if I can search it. Otangelo.
It may be like an alternate. Yeah, at Otangelo G.
Search filters, people from anyone. Fuck.
And it says 10 hours ago.
Otangelo Grosso, he's got a whole bunch of Twitter. He's got a whole bunch. That asshole.
There is indeed no profit in atheism, only loss, eternal loss if Christianity is true, which it certainly is. There is no comparison. There is more evidence for the Bible being true than all other religious books combined. And then there's a pic or whatever. And that was his reply to Dr. Kip and Dr. Josh.
Are you sharing the screen? Or are you?
Oh, no, I thought you were going to find it.
No, I can't because he's got like 5 or 6 accounts on Twitter.
But the actual handle is at Otangelo G. So you should be able to get there from that.
Oh, it's there. Okay, I see it, but I don't see the post.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let me figure this out. There's no problem.
Yep, because Twitter is a piece of shit, and it's not going to show me. It's not going.
Yeah, I've never liked Twitter's way of share screen. Scroll tab. Window. There we go.
Otangelo replying to, okay. There is indeed no profit in atheism, only loss, eternal loss if Christianity is true, which certainly is. There is no comparison. There's more evidence for the Bible being true than all other religious books combined. Really?
But there's still no evidence for the Bible being true.
Right.
And what is the Bible? It's a compilation of books that have been approved by essentially the Catholic Church and then rearranged by Protestants. And then true, what do you mean? I mean, what's it mean? Especially like it gets creation wrong, it gets all sorts of things wrong. Noah's flood, well, it's a myth, but myths really aren't true or false. They're meaningful and fruitful for your religion, and that's pretty much it. If you get something out of it, then that's it. That's what myths do. But
oh my God,
hurling deepities at the world. since 2001, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
Did
so I was
Maya
watching.
sneak in?
Huh? She
Looks like
can.
Maya is here.
I just
Is
put a
she-
link out there, Maya. You should sneak in for a
Yeah,
moment.
come on in. Well, she may be at work still, but no, she's probably off work. But you know, it's Monday. For other people, it's a work day.
Anyway, we're probably going to shoot it in the head pretty soon. But
We got
Dave's
Dave
back.
here.
Oh,
Dave, how you doing?
Hello, how are you doing, everybody?
hey.
Doing great. What's going on in your life?
Oh, I had to mention I was just doing the final edits on my script on the Shroud, and there you guys are talking about Otangelo. So it's like
Yeah.
it's like the stars have aligned, you know.
Tomorrow.
So yeah, I think I got a script ready. I just gotta figure out, a few little graphics to go along with it, and should be up shortly.
Cool.
So how's everybody else doing?
Doing
Oh,
pretty
I'm doing
good.
okay. Got to spend some significant time with my grandsons this morning.
That's nice.
Yeah, it always is.
I don't think I'm gonna have any.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
man.
me neither.
My boys seem disinterested in reproducing.
They don't want to
You
reproduce.
You too, eh? Yeah, my two, all three kids didn't want kids. None of them.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, come on, guys. Like, you got a chance to put my genes into the future and you're passing it up? I mean, what the fuck
I know.
is wrong?
I know.
That's my feeling. Well, I always wanted a boy because my line of the family is pretty much a withering little branch on the tree. So I was like, I always wanted at least to have a boy, so there'd be another, with my last name.
Yeah.
So I got 2 boys, but that might be the end. So we'll see.
I tell you what, if my son and his wife decide to go on and have another baby and it's a girl, Grayson and Liam are just going to think I abandoned them. Because, I had one boy, and it'd be kind of cool to have a little granddaughter that just thinks I am the hero of the universe. Hey, Randolph.
Hello, Randolph.
Hey. So,
For some reason, I can't hear anything.
really?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. But he
And
can't hear us
stream.
say that
His
we can
thing is
hear him.
running backwards. His little banner up there is reversed.
Well, there's a way to reverse
I think that's a Randolph Richardson from an alternate universe.
Yeah, you got to go to settings to. Oh, that looks
That's
great.
the Bizarro Randolph.
That's a Russian hack.
So Maya's at the grocery store. Could you pick me up some donuts, Maya?
Yeah, and I'm out of yogurt. I haven't had yogurt for a while. Could you bring me some?
We can hear you, so apparently your audio. Goddamn, I've been having trouble with Restream. With a couple of guests are having trouble, so you can't hear yet. I understand Chrome is supposed to work best, but I don't know.
He's on Firefox.
He's in the private chat.
I think Firefox has an issue with Restream, but I'm not sure. I don't know what to do about all that.
He probably doesn't have Chrome.
I have Chrome, and I didn't have a problem.
So I was watching Randolph's stream on Sunday. Was it Saturday? Was it Saturday or Sunday? I can't remember.
Sunday,
okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There were
guest
some people that were interrupting.
was rough.
Huh?
The first guess was rough. He was like, I think he was just there to troll, and it was like,
Yeah,
went on a little bit long, I think, but
yeah. It's a Discord kind of thing, and I think it needs better moderation. I think for some individuals that keep interrupting the Christians when they're trying to make a point, but then the Christians were, like I forget who was on there, but they were interrupting the hell out of the atheists too. So it kind of went both ways. But it's hard to moderate that kind of stuff.
Well, they do have some ones that engage nicely and civilly and everything. It kind of
So-
luck of the draw, you know.
The Brazilian douche canoe has joined us in the chat, and he's saying he's chuckling at atheism and other nonsense. You're chuckling at a bunch of people that just don't believe something. I don't know how that's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. And if
I
you
don't
do
believe
too
in
much
Santa
chuckling, they're
Claus.
going to put you away in a straitjacket. So,
Yeah.
so just
I
let
I
things
tried to
happen
be
now.
fair in my video, Tangelo. So you check it out and you let me know what you think.
Yep.
I think Maya's mad at us now.
Why?
It's on the screen
Oh,
for you.
Brazilian douche canoe. We said it too many times.
That's true. I did use the original name.
Yeah. We need to refer to him properly. Let's see. Let's try Randolph again. Are you going to do it or am I, Scott? I'm doing it.
Randolph,
Oh,
can you
did
hear
it
us?
too.
Randolph, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. So it seems that Restream is having problems with Firefox. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and your and your banner is mirrored. It's mirrored backwards.
Oh.
Yeah. You got to go to.
Restream
You got
is
to.
doing funky things.
You got to go to settings. They have an option to flip the screen in settings under
Mirror
video
camera.
or something. Yeah,
How's
there
that?
you go. Yep.
There
They
it
should
is.
only be mirroring it for me, though.
Perfect.
Looks like Restream has a few things to work on.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing? It's been a while.
We're doing great. Just great.
Doing good. Good to see you, Randolph.
Good to see you too. I put some comments on your YouTube video recently. That was great with Deconversion Man.
He's a good guy. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just followed him as well because I know him because of you, actually.
Oh, good deal.
Yep.
I've seen him around before, but I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed to his channel.
I got a hold of him through Gurr, I think, from
Oh, Germania. Yeah.
yeah.
What were the highlights?
He's been helpful and everything, and yeah. So I mean, yeah, good guy. I appreciate him.
You know that I'm looking at that picture again of that guy at the board meeting. He really does not look like a Satanist to me. Can you make it bigger there, Speed?
Oh, make this bigger?
Well,
Your
maybe he hasn't been in the Satanist club long enough to get the horns.
Yeah, he's not got the horns. He's kind of a distinguished looking chap.
He's got the beard going though.
I like the beard. I really am envious. Although it leaves yourself open to being grabbed and pulled around.
Should we listen to what he has to say?
That's starting to sound like a porn movie.
I know.
Do you want to listen to this?
Yeah, let's go ahead and listen to what he has to say.
Okay. Rolling it.
I come from Richmond. I'm the Virginia Assistant Director for American Atheists in Richmond, and I'm also a member of the Satanic Temple.
Can you turn up the sound?
I came here from Richmond to show.
What?
Turn up the sound on the video.
Yeah, I can't.
It's pretty low here.
It is? Shit. So
It's about 40% of the rest of us.
Let me check something here. 99%, so I got 94%. Channels, okay. We got Google Chrome. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what's going on. I do. Hang on, I'm gonna have to put headphones on. Shit. Okay, can I hear you guys?
I can hear you.
Where is this happening?
You want to say
I'm just going to
something?
shut up.
No.
I'm
Something not working.
going. Well, not anymore.
Something ain't working.
Let it run.
Whoa, Jesus. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Hang on a second.
It was all right.
I had to turn my headphones down. Let me try it. I can't hear you guys. Say something.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Let me try running this.
So support and solidarity for
Sounds good.
Use Google Chrome. Can I hear you guys now?
We can hear you.
You can hear us. Can you hear us?
We grant you our permission to hear us.
Yes, open those
Nothing?
ears. If the guy's supposed to be playing, I'm not hearing him. But I don't think he's supposed to be playing.
Okay, I got you now. Okay, let's see if you can hear it. Try it out.
for the After School Satan Club and its members. Regardless of your beliefs about modern-day Satanism or what your interpretation of
That's much
Satanism is, remember, and I implore the board to understand that you are elected officials that have been elected to serve all of Chesapeake citizens and students. It is your constitutional duty to ensure equal treatment under the law, regardless of your personal belief or views. Having said that, I'm glad that the board finally agreed to comply with the constitutional law and allow the after-school Satan given equal treatment. However, I worry that recent events will be used as justification to further infringe on the constitutional rights of the members of the After-School Satan Club. Scapegoating and victim blaming the students and their families for these malicious threats is exactly the intent of the perpetrators who made them. The intent was to scare us into submission. But all this does is strengthen our resolve to fight for equal rights under the law. My concern, and why I came from Richmond today, is to advise this board that giving in to these threats and canceling the ASSC will send a signal that violence, and especially violence against kids, is a legitimate way of engaging in political discourse. These threats do not come from us. They do not come from Satanists. They don't come from atheists. They came from supposedly a theist. The irony here is that those who claim to hold moral high ground through their religious beliefs are the ones threatening to hurt children, based on what was written in the letter. I hope that this board will ensure the protection of all students regardless of religion, race, ethnicity, gender identity, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic class, and instead promote policies that are inclusive for all taxpayers. I ask you to do what's right and to adhere to your constitutional responsibility and not let religious and political ideology infringe on the rights of a minority religion. The very idea of separation of church and state was coined in this very state by Thomas Jefferson. And it is exactly this type of infringement on religious freedom that the founders were concerned about, that one religion would infringe on the rights of another, of a minority religion especially, or those that do not have a religion. So I ask this board to uphold the values of true religious freedom and not cater to those who expect Christian privilege over others. Thank you.
Pretty good.
Although we had our different.
Pretty good.
Very good. Very
Yeah.
good presentation. Yeah.
Those are important points. And, one thing I find a little strange is people always talk about what the founders are concerned about. It should also be what people are still concerned about today.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And he probably kind of means to imply that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
they-
the thing that's so big in conservative areas these days is the originalism of the Constitution or whatever. So I guess that's what he's doing, is speaking to the originalism of a lot of people.
Yep.
But your point
that's
is
why
very valid.
the Satanists are using a tool. Yeah, basically they have a really powerful tool to shut down some of this religious inclusion in schools. Just kind of keep it out and keep it neutral. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Anyway,
This idea that there's no other gods before me from the Bible is, I think, hints very strongly to a lot of Christians about exclusivity. And they take it further than that and say, therefore, there should be no other religions, because the other religions talk about their deities. Look at Islam. Allah is the master deity, and of the universe and everything. I'm going to move aside, Yahweh. But yeah, so there's this kind of constant struggle. So they're very much concerned about losing their footing, I guess, or their God losing his footing. It just always hits me as kind of strange, because if their God is all powerful and all knowing, and according to the book of John, all things are possible with God, or with God, all things are possible, I think is the wording. God shouldn't need advocates for him. He can look after himself with virtually no effort.
Right.
Should be no problem.
Yep.
He could just tap a bunch of people on their shoulder and go, dude, I exist. Shut up. You know?
And he can do it all at the same time because he'll know how.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine where we would be if the creationists got a hold of the way we taught science in schools, all colleges in the United States, and they only taught creation science to kids, right? I mean, if they got hold of that, can you imagine how fucked we would be?
Yeah, I have. I wonder if we'd be going back to the Earth being the sun revolving around the Earth kind of ideas.
Yeah, there's some of them that actually flat out believe that. Yeah, Joel Duff was talking about that. Dr. Joel Duff. He did a 1,000 subscriber video. I think I want to post that video. It was a really important video. He is he's a Christian, and he's a devout Christian. And he's also and he does anti-creationist videos, and he is a very interesting person. His videos are great, and he just went over 1,000 subs. But he did a kind of a real personal story about him and how he got into pushing back on creationism, and I really like him a lot. So
it sounds interesting if he's coming from the Christian front and center, and he's pushing against the creationism aspect, which is pretty important to a lot of Christians. That would be interesting. It's almost,
hey, welcome back.
Almost like he's making a cry to get himself out of all of that somehow, but is having a little trouble dipping his toe in the pool of freedom with atheism and all that.
He actually has contact with Jensen and maybe some other people at AIG and stuff too. So he has an open dialogue. So.
You know, I recently surpassed 666 subscribers just last week. So apparently that's an important number to celebrate, I'm told.
It is.
Almost better than 1,000.
Well, anyway, if I can get to 1,000, then I can start doing some monetization things and get some revenues from the ads, which will be kind of nice.
So I like this video in the description. I think everybody should watch it, and everybody should definitely subscribe to his channel and listen to his content. He's a professor, a teacher, and he does remarkable scripted content, and he's just very clear and to the point.
Yeah, it's great content.
Yeah,
that was a great video too.
And along with that, he's kind of a neat guy, and he's the kind of Christian that I don't have a problem with. So
he's nice, soft spoken, and
yep,
explains things really well. He for the lay people and stuff. Yeah, he does a great job.
Yeah, I'm envious of his abilities in producing videos and stuff. But you know, he's been doing this for a while, and he's a really good teacher. On top of, so it shines through on his videos. If you want to learn about evolution and some of the things that creationists get wrong, he is the guy to watch. Anyway,
definitely.
I've been trying to get him on.
Go check out Dr. Joel if you haven't seen him.
I've been trying to get a conversation with him, but he said that he didn't think our channel was the kind of thing that, you know, he resonated with, but then he agreed to possibly have a talk with me. So anyway, it would be an interesting talk. Yep. So what else we got to talk about?
You see him in a lot of the side chats too. He gets he gets around too. So
Oh, he's on Cell's channel all the time. Cell blocked somebody recently, and I'm afraid it might have been Dr. Duff. I don't know, but he was talking about how he had to block some. I think it was an older creationist because of something that he said, and I'm not sure which one he blocked. But Cell blocks anybody who
Disagrees with him.
that disagrees with him. But Andrew Cumming was on his chat the other day. I thought he had blocked Andrew for a while.
He did probably, but I think he feels superior to Andrew for some reason.
He unblocked him. Yeah. Anyway.
Restream did something and hooped my camera. I like the layout and the format and the way Restream seems to work. I just think they need to work on their video stuff on the Linux side. So I'm going to go back into the audience. Thank you very much for having me on. And unless you, maybe I'll stick around, chat a little more, and then I'll go.
Yeah, we're winding down anyway. It's getting dark here. Dark.
Yeah, he has to get back in the house so the critters don't get him.
Okay. Yeah. Time to hang upside down.
Yeah. Yep. God, we had this beautiful snowstorm last night where it was I don't know what was coming out of the sky, but it wasn't exactly snow. It was kind of like gigantic ice crystals, but they were soft and they were like just amazing snowstorm.
Oh, you were halfway between snow and hail. Yeah, that's rare and that's real nice.
It was sleazing. Yeah, it was sleazing. So
that's great. I've had that a few times here, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
And it'll make you wet if you're out there long enough because it melts when it hits you. But
what is this wet stuff you speak of that does not rain?
Yeah, right, Texan.
That's all we got.
80 degrees right now.
That's all we got. They were calling for 3 to 6 inches of snow on Friday, and all we got was rain. So
yeah,
we had snow here last week, and it was probably about let me see, probably about 20 to 25 centimeters. That'd be close to 9 inches in America. But my city, we had 1/3 of that.
Thank you for translating that to American for us.
Yeah, you have to. We're hoping one day all the Americans will catch up with us and switch to metric. You guys got to start on it at some point, and then
I don't think that's going to happen. I think we started in the 70s and dropped it.
I didn't think about Randolph being in Canada. I should have put that into centimeters.
I remember hearing about some highway somewhere in the U.S. that actually some of the signs are in metric because that process got started there. Oh yeah, it's a real place, huh?
They must have a lot of speeding violations.
Yeah, keep the signs there if they're on quota system. It's strange in the UK. I found out a few years ago that they're using all sorts of different measurement systems for all kinds of things, and they're on metric on a lot of stuff. But when it comes to speeds on the road, it's all imperial. It's bizarre. It's one thing after another. No wonder there's so much road rage. People must be furious having to keep switching systems.
Yeah, you got to get your phone out, and then it's illegal to use your phone while you're driving. You got to do conversion.
Same in Canada, except with one exception, if you're calling 911.
Yeah, the weather report. This is the weather report.
That was a great. Wasn't there like a easy jazz kind of group called the Weather Report back in the 80s?
Probably. Yep. Is anybody familiar with the Cults? The band, the Cults?
Oh, no. I do not recall a band named The Cult.
Oh, that name sounds familiar. I think I've heard of them before. I don't know if I've actually heard their works, though.
The Cult does, She Sings Sanctuary.
It's called.
I know that one.
It's okay. They do. Let me see. What the hell is it? What's a song I love by them? God, it's just amazing. Just an amazing bit of music. I'm trying to find the one I want.
Apparently, there's a group called Southern Death Cult, which is a cool name.
It's called the Cults.
Well, still, you have to acknowledge that's a good name for a group, Southern Death Cult. Come on, Speed.
Yeah, it's I think a guy and a girl. Brian Oblivion and Madeline Fullen. So, oh God, what is the name of that? Shit. I don't dare play anything. I'll probably get another copyright strike.
Yeah, you just can't play anything interesting.
I think it's called Bad Things by the Cults. I'm not sure. And it's just an intensely emotional song.
Bad
Very
Things
good.
by Cult.
The Cults with an S. There's an S at the end.
Oh, Cults. There's no the in front on Google anyway. I'm not getting
yeah.
the.
On their album, there is a the. So
okay.
So with Google, the word the and things like that are, and this and is, those are called stop words, and they tend to be ignored. But if you want them to definitely be included, put a plus sign in front of it.
Oh.
Or enclose a phrase in quotes, and then it'll be okay too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you see.
Oh,
Okay, now according to Pipeline Audio, Southern Death Cult was the cult. They changed their names to do pop. Very interesting.
Really? It's called Bad Things by the Cults.
Yeah, I've got the video up here, but we can't play it.
Yeah, it's just really haunting, eerie music, very haunting lyrics. It's I think some people have associated it with school shootings and some other things, and it's just a lot of people are trying to interpret what they were doing, but it's just a wonderful thing. Can you link the video for me?
I would be happy to.
Because I don't have it up. I've got it up on my music list, but yep. My playlist, got my playlist up. Bad Things and Fire by Barnes Courtney and Glitter and Gold by Barnes Courtney.
Okay, this will be.
What about the Dead South?
I don't know if I don't have
go.
that one. Okay. Let me go ahead and
that should be in your playlist. Jeez.
It's going to sing this immediately, I'll bet. Yep, it's going to start playing it. I wonder if I can get it. And it's got the words. Cool. It's got the words up.
Oh no! I'm sorry, we're gone from the universe. We're gonna start fading away like
yeah, we'll start fading away.
Michael J. Fox and
Black Screen of Death.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll link that video.
I don't want to fade away. Sorry.
I tend to get like way into music and very emotionally get into some of these songs, and God, I would love to play them, but you'll just have to go listen by yourselves. I have a fairly strange taste in music.
Some moods I can only get out of when I put on some music.
Yeah. Yep.
Or sometimes I like music that matches my mood, even if I'm in a negative, kind of droopy kind of sad mood. Sometimes I'll play music that matches that.
I like upbeat stuff when I'm cleaning. So kind of boogie around the house and do your cleaning and
yep.
A little jazzercise.
Anyway, guys, we want to shoot her in the head. What do you think?
Let's do it.
I'm going to go listen to the cult. Okay.
I'm going to go try to start a cult.
Everybody have a good evening.
All right. Good talking to you, Captain Desk. And it's good to talk to you guys as well, Scott and Speed.
Well,
it's been a while.
Randolph, you're always welcome on here.
Yeah,
Randolph, when you have highlights from your Sunday shows, your fortnightly shows, or whatever the hell you call it, you should
Theist Helpline.
You should come in and talk about some of those. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my
if
god!
you get some really good ones on, it would be good sometime to go over it. But
Yeah,
You
like
know-
I don't want to extend the show unnecessarily or keep Randolph, but like, what was the best, most memorable, in a in a contributory way? What was the most memorable conversation y'all had?
In a past episode, there was somebody who was arguing for Mother Nature as a goddess. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay.
But I don't remember the details of that. I think they started veering off into everything is this goddess,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that guy was really serious either. The other one, like this, the most recent episode, somebody was talking about proving God, and I said, "Well, what would prove it to me is to grant me omniscience and omnipotence for a fortnight." And they of course didn't like that, and they wanted to change a bunch of criteria. So, but then they also said that the God is another person had said something about the God being real, and that's that all things possible with it. And so I said, well, look, you've got all these omni characteristics, including omniscience and omnipotence, and I pointed out why that's a paradox. And I said that's why I could. Yeah, they were challenging us to disprove the Christian God, and so I came up with that. And so I said that. So I basically said to them that I'm not. I said that the problem is you have the usual argument if there's if that God uses their omniscience to know that tomorrow we're going to get sunny weather, and then tomorrow rolls along and they use their omnipotence to change the weather to snow or rain. Yeah. Okay. Snow or rain, then they've invalidated their omniscience from the day before.
Yeah.
And therein lies the paradox. And of course, they try to wiggle out of that. And
Yeah, it's the no argument.
some variant of that, and there's a lot of different variants of that. They don't like this argument. That's what it boils down to. So this one actually came up. Yeah, just I guess it was yesterday. Yeah, because today's Monday.
Yeah,
so
I remember that discussion. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, if you have any, I know you watch the show, Scott. Thank you very much for tuning into those. By the way, I appreciate it.
It's the best Sunday morning entertainment and education out there.
Oh, there's some real smart people on the panel there. I appreciate their perspectives, and some of the guests are really interesting too that come up and join us on the panel. But I think if they have, if you've got some kind of portion that you think is notable, feel free to raise it. I'd be happy to try to delve into it as well.
Okay.
Some of those guys are like T Jump and Jail Warrant and IX and King Xerxes are covering areas that I'm not knowledgeable in, but I'll do my best.
Yeah. Yeah, I listened to quite a bit of it. I got a little bit impatient with a couple of
I totally understand, and I got to go in a minute here, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got to go too. I'm getting.
Well, thanks, Randolph. It's always great to chat with you.
Anyway, I linked your latest show in the description, Randolph. So.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we put you on onto the theisthelpline.com website as a contributor, a promoter, somebody who's promoting us. So thank you very much for that.
Yep, thanks. Okay, guys, we're going to shoot her in the head.
All right, good talking to y'all.
Okay.
And side chat, it was great interacting with you guys and ladies and all other references.
Kafai is here. Boy, I should talk to you. I should talk to you, Kafai. Let's see, what do we have here? What if they knew through omniscience that they changed the weather pattern? And anyway, who cares? Anyway.
We can get into that next time I'm on if you want. We can suss it out because we don't have time today, but I'd be happy to.
We should also talk to Kafai about heroic doses and how you see God when you do one. So.
That sounds like mushrooms.
Yeah, it does sound like mushrooms, but I don't know. Yeah. Yep. Yes. We'll do a little testing. We'll do a little A/B testing on this heroic dose thing. Let's see what happens. Anyway, see if everybody
take care, everybody.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Okay, we're ending the stream, shooting her in the head. Goodbye, everybody, and goodbye.